I started at age 8. I started playing hockey at age 5. I played player forward for 3 years. I played from a small town. We had one team, one goalie. Everyone rotated. Got a chance. Some kids liked it, some kids hated it. I was one of the kids that liked it. And over time, no one else wanted to go in net, so I sort of got stuck with the position. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because you're always sort of in the play. You get to touch the puck a lot. As a kid, some players are the best ones at a young age. So they usually hog the puck most of the time. But as a goaltender, you get to touch the puck and be in the game a lot. So at age 8, I stuck with it. You're the hero, you're the zero, really. Yeah, you get to make the big save, and I'm not a huge gear guy, but I did love masks. When I started out, I was a big Florida Panthers guy because of John Van Beesbroek's mask. I liked his cat, his big cat on the front of his mask, and that sort of intrigued me to that aspect of it. But yeah, definitely making the big save and be able to touch the puck a lot during the game was fun. It was a rough go, I think, as far as I can remember, especially my parents, sort of looking back and telling me about it. Letting lots of goals, but had a lot of fun. Coming from a small town, we didn't have the greatest of hockey players and the greatest of teams, but it was a good time. I enjoyed it. I sort of got the hang of it eventually over the end of the season and got pretty good at it, and eventually the next year I started to play at a higher level and play with the older kids, and so it sort of came naturally, but it definitely took a few months to get my feet under me. We just had one set of gear, rotate for sure. Everyone had it. It was one size fits all basically. It doesn't matter what size you were. I think I was in player skates and wearing all the gear, wearing your player helmet, doing those things. I even think I had a player glove for my blocker at the start. Not most of the kids could raise the puck anyway. So, but eventually over time, we did get a better set of pads when I started full time. I got a set of black Coopers, and those were my first set. And eventually worked my way and somehow get my father to buy me a Brian's hook glove. So that was my first goalie glove. Yeah, I moved to Fredericton, New Brunswick, which is the capital of my province in Canada, and it was a bigger city, about 50,000. So a lot more kids to play with, a lot more opportunities for me. Still enjoyed it, was still improving. I was playing a little bit of spring hockey at that point, which sort of just started around that era, and I was enjoying it. I sort of knew that, I didn't know, I guess, my old man probably knew that I sort of had a little bit of a talent to this position, and started to try it out for the AAA team, made the AAA team, and sort of built from there. Met my friends. We had a great hockey base there, great program. It's always been great for a long time. So to be able to start in Fredericton with the Fredericton Canadians, that's sort of where it took off for me. No, definitely those are still there. It was a foundation basically you built when you're a kid that not a lot of those things leave you. It doesn't matter what level you're at, if you're in the NHL, if you're still playing men's league. It's still great to make that big save, to be that pillar in the net for your team and give your team a chance every night. Things aren't going to always go your way, but you do your best to challenge every game. It's like I said before, your hero is zero, but it's just the challenge of being out there, playing against the other goaltender, trying to beat him and trying to give your team that chance every night. It's so fun. There's a lot. Winning my first game in Detroit in the NHL, it wasn't that pretty, but to be able to get the win, and I was so nervous before the game. It was a dream come true. But playing for Team Canada, I got to play for them 3 times. Be able to win a couple medals, which on the international stage, which was just also huge, and hopefully I'll get another chance again. And to be able to get drafted in the NHL, those 3 things in my mind come first. There's a long way to go, but definitely my 3 favorite memories. You wouldn't be here without your parents, your family, grandparents, everyone to just pitch in that little bit of effort to get you to the NHL. You owe them many thanks. But I was just talking to you before about Dave Alexander, a guy from my province at home, was my first real goalie coach, midget AAA, and I still work with him to this day. So he's in the American Hockey League now. But without him, I definitely wouldn't be here. It's been a long time coming for both of us, and it's pretty neat to see both of us progress professional ranks, and he's probably the biggest influence to make me get to my potential as quick as possible and to be able to get to the NHL and this year with the Blues. You know, I see so many kids nowadays that are honestly just strictly sticking to hockey, which is sort of disappointing in some ways for me. You know, enjoy your childhood, enjoy your youth, play other sports. You know, some kids are so predominant to hockey that that's all they know. Use your athleticism, use your instincts. You know, be an athlete out there. It's a different game now. I think it's all about athleticism, instincts, natural reactions, having fun. You know, do what it takes. Don't be a victim of the game. Let the game come to you, but enjoy it. You know, time flies. I know I'm still young, only 24, but it feels like it was just the other day, you know, starting, you know, back in St. Stephen. So, you know, just have fun with it, enjoy it. You know, not every game is going to be perfect. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, and things will come.